How every morning starts. Cup of coffee. And away we go. Hope you enjoy the video. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, the 23rd of May, and I have mocked up the clutch pedal and the brake pedal. What I had to do was, I had to make a bracket for the clutch off of the master so that it works correctly, and it does. And I've still got to put the spring in place to figure out how to get a return. I've got a return spring for the brake as well. I'm waiting on my brake light switch, which clips over this bracket. It should be in today, and then we'll get that totally put together. I did have to resort to a different clutch master cylinder because the $75 Wilwood I got would not clear my brake booster. So I bought this one, 3/4 inch, same bore, and put a little polished aluminum reservoir up here, run a hose across to here, and then out we go with our steel line to flex line. And that should take care of that stuff. So, the next project for the day, now that I have my holes drilled, now that I have my stuff pretty much in place, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the Dynamat and the carpet. I've got to fill that hole yet, so I'll do that next. And then I'm going to try and get the mat in here, maybe even get some carpet in. Once I do that, then I'll have a more comfortable spot to work on the dashboard and all of that spiffy stuff. So here we go, another day, more progress. If the more we get slammed out today, the less we have to do, well, in a parking lot on the power tour, right? Well, I was getting a little frustrated, so I opted to do something a little different. So I'm starting on my insulation on the floor, going all the way up to firewall as far as I can go. This is the thicker stuff. Let me compare it. It's probably 3/8 of an inch, maybe a little thicker. And then I have this thin stuff for the back. I've gone ahead and started doing a little foam in the back sides. I'm just going to use some fleece to cover that up just to make it look halfway decent. And of course I've stepped all over inside. It holds my weight, so it'll definitely hold fuel. So I'm going to continue on with some foam work. There's the door tailgate piece, so I'll cover that with something. I was going to just bed liner it, but then I thought, you know what, probably going to be sitting on that once in a while. Be kind of nice to have something there, so we'll figure something out for that. Then just continue on. I've got my little shifter piece made. I'm waiting on, of all things, a silicone funnel that I'm going to use for the lower shift boot, because I can't find anything on the market that will cover that hole in the top of the transmission and make me feel better about dust and dirt. So I actually found a set of Teflon funnels. So I'm going to cut one, put it on the top of the shifter itself with a hose clamp. And you can see it's just a hole. So believe it or not, a Teflon funnel will work perfect. It'll come up through that. It'll come up through this. And I can seal it to the shifter, and I can put a regular old shift boot above it. But I just got to keep the dust and stuff out of that. So that's the plan. So I'm waiting on that, so I can't do that. I'm just plugging away. So we'll continue on. My brake light switch should be here this afternoon. Then I can finish up the pedals. I have everything mocked up now. So everything is in place. Now what I've got to do is just put the brake light switch on, clip it in permanent, go ahead and mount my springs. I'm going to use this brace, which is an old brace for the original steering column and stuff, and I'm going to attach it back there to the top of this. It's solid, but it isn't as solid as it could be, so we'll lock it in a little tighter. I'll go ahead and Dynamat the rest of this floor. I'll probably do that now. and then I just won't go all the way up under where the steering column goes. So onward and upward, we're going to continue on. All right, you get to see it firsthand, first time. This is not I've already done this, but I did cut a hole, and looking through the hole, you see all of that. I don't know if I got it in the right place. I don't know if it's going to clear, but we're going to give it a shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the velocity stacks, and then I'm going to try and see if I can't get this hood open and closed myself. It's really heavy. I've never really tried it. Ooh, what's under that? Let's see what happens. Once again, this is not a, oh, I tried it before I even turned the camera on, because that'd be cheating. So let's see what happens. The reason I'm taking these off is they're expensive and I don't want to put dents in them or destroy them because I made a bad mistake. The carburetor is pretty much clear anyway, so I'm not real concerned with that. I just hate to ruin stuff. I am putting gloves on because there's some sharp edges. What I really need to do is put a handle on the front. Now, this could be a massive fail, so don't be surprised if I just can't do it. And if I just can't do it, you're gonna see it. So here we go. We reach down toward the middle. That ain't gonna work. I'll try it from this side where you guys can see it. If I pull this, you can see it all moves. Oh, it already slid back. So what needs to happen is it needs to go up in the front. I don't think there's enough room. Let's see. It's got to come back this way, like this. It's got to go this way. Yay! Okay, so at least I can close it by myself. Now, I'd say that looks pretty damn good. It still ain't light, people. I'm all out of breath. And 40 some odd years of smoking will do that for you. So what do you think? Is that gasser enough for you? I think it looks great. And the good thing, ooh, let's get a look. Because we have some other things to check. I don't know how light this will be. I've got clearance, everything clears, master cylinder clears, booster clears. All of my stuff that I was concerned with is beautiful. So now, for my next trick, I'm just going to continue on with silliness today, because I can. I have, let me find the magic box. And sometimes you just gotta do some silliness. Check this out. These were aftermarket at the time. But there was a set on the car. So we're gonna put them right back on. I don't have gaskets, so I'll have to make some. But these are repops of the original stuff. And I was just gonna use the used ones. I think way back when I told you in a video that they were so pitted up and the glass was broke, it wasn't worth piddling with. So I went and found a set of new ones. So I'm gonna goof around a little bit more, work on the inside a little bit more, try and get some stuff done that needs to be done, whether it's today or in a week. So we'll just bop along and try and make progress some more. So what do you think? I think it looks better with a 2-inch spacer in the back velocity stack. My boys up in Illinois have said it's a go, so that's what we're going with. If you don't like it, leave a comment. They're winning now. So I've gone ahead and masked the windshield all the way around. And because I can't get this weather strip anymore, what I'm doing is I'm opening it up, and there's a gap there that the windshield sets in. I'm going to put goop in here, and I'm going to continue that goop all the way up to here. And that way I'll get adhesion. I've acetoned inside there. I'll get adhesion to the glass and the rubber, just like using butyl on a new car. The old rubber has been siliconed by my Power Tour friends that came over a week or so ago. So it is attached to the car. It is glued into the lip. So it'll be urethaned on the outside, siliconed on the inside, and hopefully it won't blow out. So that's the next step. But it looks to me, if you can see out there, and let me take a walk out, like rainy season is here, and our afternoon thunder showers are just about ready to start popping. I saw some lightning a few minutes ago. I have a few parts in town that I can actually run in. It's an hour drive back and forth, but if it's gonna rain, I really don't want to be working anyway, because I have a roof leak, just a little one right here. And I gotta cover my stuff up so it doesn't get wet. So I did take 2 little LEDs. These things are so cool. Now how well you see them. But these LEDs come in all different colors. There's yellows, greens, blues, whites, and reds in here. And I've actually used a couple as navigation lights on my airboat, but I went ahead and did a couple different sockets so my turn signal indicators will still be green, and they will work off of LEDs. I also went and bought LED flashers for my new electrical system, which just plug in. Let's see if I can do this without making a total mess. In place of these, they just plug right in the fuse box, and there they are. So I can run LED lights, which don't draw near as much power as regular incandescent bulbs, and have new LEDs. So that's what we're doing. So onward and upward. Guess I'm going to drive into town, catch a little lightning on the way. We'll be back.